Chicago, where it is snowy, as you see. Snowy, cold, and windy. But right now, we have a break in the wind, so I got an opportunity to bring you alive today. How are you all doing this super Thursday, giving no credit to Thor? However, today is Thursday, okay? Yeah, and if y'all don't recognize what I mean by Thursday equal Thor, that means you need to go and do some research on the calendar, the Gregorian calendar, and the days, and whom are the days named after. I'm just saying. Well, anyway, you all, we got some news for you here in Chicago. Some people are going to be evicted. Yes. Because right now, the Chicago Housing Authority is owed over $10 million. Over 124 residents owe the Chicago Housing Authority rent. People haven't paid rent for years. In fact, about it, according to the report, many people have not paid, over 120 some people have not paid rent since the COVID. Yeah, you remember that, everybody getting a hot sauce shot, People haven't paid rent. Could you imagine living somewhere where you haven't paid any rent for over 2 or 3 years? How much money is that? I'm just saying, but now they're cracking down right now. So all of these people have to pay that back pay, or they're going to have to be evicted. Where are they going? I'm just saying. Nobody knows where they're going. But they leaving the housing development. And surprisingly, the CHA is the third largest housing authority in the U.S. They are Chicago Housing Authority, New York, and L.A., California. But those are the three largest housing authorities in America, and Chicago just happens to be the third. Okay, so get ready, you all. You may have your relatives like, I need to stay with you, or you may have your relatives or your friends call you, I ain't got no place to go because I got kicked out. But then when you ask the question of why they getting kicked out and why they say, I ain't been paying my rent, well, it's a different story. How much cash you got on hand? Because people need cash here in Chicago like they need cash everywhere else. But it's crazy here because people are getting robbed every day, every hour of the day. People are being robbed. Just like they had the shooting victim over here on Cicero and Harrison at the Blue Line train station. You can't even ride the public transportation anymore. If you have jewelry on, make sure you cover your jewelry. Whether if it's on your fingers or around your neck, okay? Cover your jewelry. Don't have wads of money on you. Don't be pulling your money out in public, okay? Keep your cell phone in your pocket. I mean, it is outrageous here when you can't ride the public transportation. How are you supposed to get around? Is the question. When you're afraid to go outside because you might not come back inside. We have people feeling like this every single day. Living in a concrete jungle in the city of gangsters. But speaking of gangsters, something else is gangster. Like American Partnership Incorporated, laying off 179 employees. Now, if you all don't know what American Partnership Incorporated is, those are rent-to-own companies. Like if you want some furniture, rent-to-own, you want a TV, rent-to-own, stuff like that. But 179 employees are being laid off. And you have FedEx here in Illinois are closing their plants. That's right. The facility in Urbana, Illinois, that's by the UIC, U of I college down there. Effingham, and they're closing another facility. 3 of them. So they're out of a job too. Urbana, Effingham, damn, what's the other one? Somewhere near Cairo. I'm just saying. Yeah, Cairo, Illinois. Not to mention the fact that you got banks closing as well. A U.S. bank is closing here in Chicago. A Huntington Bank is closing here in Chicago. And more banks are to come to COLSE. Hey, who's out there in the chat? I got a sun glare, so I can't see you. Hey, how you doing? I have a sun glare, so I really can't see you, but I want to thank you and I appreciate you for being in the chat room, because you didn't have to be here. You could have been somewhere else doing something else with someone else, but you decided to stop by to see what we have to say. Yeah, and we got a lot to say. We're not going to keep you long, though, because we got other videos to put up later. I'm busy working on material. I got plenty of rest yesterday, so I'm energized more than the bunny, okay? Hey, it's going to get crazy out here in the city of Chicago. People losing jobs. Places are closing down. Even Walgreens are closing here in Chicago. Now, if you're on the west side of Chicago, southwest, like on 26th and Pulaski, they're closing that facility, and you got to go all the way down here on Albany. Okay? Right off of Kansas, you got to go all the way down there. No more Pulaski. And they're closing a few other locations. Just make sure you check the location in which they're closing them, because they are closing Walgreens on the south side, on the west side, and the north side. So check the locations on where you live and the Walgreens of where they are closing, so you won't be disappointed when it's time to go to Walgreens to get a prescription or something for your home, okay? You know, or whatever you get from Walgreens. Walgreens got a lot of stuff, you know. So whatever you need, shampoo, dye, soap, you know, whatever, okay? However, you have aldermen that are asking people, you are having aldermen to ask the Walgreens to do a Zoom with people to help eliminate confusion and frustration. Confusion and frustration is what they're trying to alleviate. However, may work, may not work. Just like Donald Trump, may not work. You have people still calling for his impeachment. And by the way, Senator Tim Kaine, Democrat from Virginia, is telling the employees, the federal employees, don't take the deal that Donald Trump gave you in regards to that he will give you 7 months pay all the way up until September if you quit your job today. He said don't do that. Tim Kaine, the Democratic representative senator from Virginia, said don't do that. He said that Donald Trump is going to stiff you like he did all of those people who was contracted to build his casino, to build his hotels. And as the world knows, he screwed them. So what makes you think that you won't get screwed either by Donald Trump? He even signed a death penalty executive order, which has Luigi, Mangione, and people who are supporters of him. Trump got them worried with the executive order death penalty that he signed. However, according to the reports, Luigi Mangione has collected over $485,000 in the GoFundMe. Even though he don't need it, his family they millionaires. But he has $485,000 for his defense. In fact about it, one donor, after hearing the executive order and the death penalty and what Mangione could face, one donor donated $11,000. Damn. That is the highest donation from a single person, according to what the records have in the GoFundMe, okay? Now, if you all don't remember who Luigi is the one who killed the healthcare worker, the healthcare CEO. Yeah, that Thompson dude, okay? They don't expect an insanity plea in the Mangione's case, but as to why he did it. Do you know any jury here in America that will convict a man for what he did? It's going to be a hard case, and I am going to be watching the trial, and so should you. What do you think? Do you think Luigi would get off? Do you think he would get 20 years? Do we think he would get manslaughter? Do you think he would get the minimum time? Because what he did was an action for the American people, whether you believe or think not. That was an action for the American people, and he was just one person. Could you imagine if you had 1,000 Luigis running around? Y'all better get y'all stuff right. Politicians, healthcare workers, CEOs, anybody that's in high-ranking positions, y'all need to get your stuff straight, because people are not playing out here. They're not. But going back to Donald Trump real quick, I don't want to get off him because I got something to ask you about it. Do you think that Donald Trump is trying to make a deal with the Vladimir Putin dude over there in Russia to divide Ukraine 50-50? Do you think that Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin are making a plan to divide Ukraine 50-50? There's a great possibility. From the news reports, you say, what? Calm down, my friend. Hey, how you doing? I'm not being loud, okay? I'm just asking the question. Is that possible? Anything's possible in politics anyway. And speaking of Donald Trump, they're going to have a Black History Month at the White House, and I think that is today, Thursday. And if it's not today, it's next Thursday. But you all need to check that out. But I'm confused here. How is it that Donald Trump, the Caucasian man, can live in a White House that was built by black people? I don't understand. I don't understand it, and you cancel Black History Month. But yet you having a Black History celebration at the White House, which includes Lil Boosie, Rob Wave, and somebody else. Yeah, so Lil Boosie is going to be performing at the White House, even after all of that noise that he made with 50 cents, okay? These artists need to stop arguing. They got money. Why are two black men who got money argue over another man's pocket or how they did another person? Both of them are, they wolves, Sometimes, they untrustworthy. Some people call them snakes. But, it is what it is in that business. In fact about it, I just look at it as all of them are wolves or all of them are snakes in that line of business. Look how many people have died and look how many people have been betrayed by so-called friends, so-called homies, so-called group members. I'm just saying. It happens all the time. Just continue to watch the events unfold. However, I know that you have a lot of Lil Boosie fans out there. Can't wait and are happy for him that he is performing, him and Rob Wave. And I forgot the other person's name. I'm sorry. Just skipped my mind. But that's what's happening at the White House. Yeah. Donald Trump says that he wants to bring Dr. King's dream alive and make everybody equal. He says that DEI is a discrimination. But yet, a company like McDonald's, who was a part of the DEI and got rid of the DEI, they are giving their college school funds to the white people that's working there now. Why don't they just cut it out? Why don't they just cut it out? If that's the case, if that is the case, do you think that it's fair that McDonald's is giving their college program money, whom was supposed to be used for, diversity, equity, and inclusion, people of non-white race? Do you think that it's okay for the white people, employees, to capitalize off something that was created for people of color who worked at McDonald's? I'm just saying. Y'all think about that. They even have days coming up like the 28th of this month. You have companies like Nestle's, Toyota, and McDonald's, and Target, which is indefinite. You know, they're going to be protesting that. And hopefully, if you were one of those people that was affected by the DEI, you know, situation, you won't support these people. That's a lot of money that goes through the doors of these companies that has removed DEI. I'm just saying. It's time to do something for yourself. Build your own businesses. They're getting rid of the illegal immigrants for you. Gives you more opportunity to take advantage of that you didn't before. Everything is unfolding right in front of your face. Even plane crashes is unfolding right in front of your place, just like they had at the Moronga Regional Airport right there near Tucson, Arizona. 2 planes collide in mid-air. Hell, if you know about that area and at that airport, you will know that there are no towers there at that airport. There are no air traffic controllers. You have to correspond with the people that's already in the air with you to get your coordinates straight so that you don't have a terrible accident like you had just the other day. I don't understand it. We have, like I said in my last video, we have seen more airplane crashes than we've ever seen before in the first 2 months of the new year, out of all time. I'm just saying. Hey, if you get on a plane, like I said, take your higher power with you. Take your higher power with you and don't have a negative attitude, okay? And don't have negative energy, or you might not make it through that flight. I'm just saying. Speaking of flight, you know, you have people who's supposed to have been fired today from the IRS. That's according to the report. Now, that's according to the report. That's not Mo. That's according to the report. And if you are expecting your taxes back, you might not get none, or you may get a little less than what you think you was originally supposed to get. Why? Because the federal government is cracking down on people who owe student loans. That's coming out your check for your taxes. If you owe child support, that's coming out your taxes. If you owe any state facility, you know, monies, that's coming out. Any federal monies, I don't care what it is, it's coming out. And if you have uninsured unemployment, I'm just saying, some people are wondering if, you know, they're going to get taxes. Hell, I even seen one person on Facebook that says, "What's going on with the taxes, Donald Trump? You got me washing my clothes with dishwashing liquid." I'm just saying. Hey, people need that money, man. People need that money. They really do. So it is my hopes that you get your tax refund. And if you owe some money, I hope that you still get something back, even if it's just a little bit. Okay? And by the way, no, Elon Musk, according to Donald Trump, will not be a part of the SpaceX program. I'm just saying. But anyway, you all, I want to thank you all for tuning in today. I said I wasn't going to keep you long, and I just wanted to drop those couple of jewels off to you so that you can have a fantastic day or being informed what's going on in the world, because some people don't read. Some people don't have a TV. Some people don't, you know, get a chance or opportunity to get this information that we are bringing to you today. Who is that? I can't read it because of the sun glare, but I want to thank everyone once again that has been in this chat room, because you could have been somewhere else doing something else with someone else, but you are here, okay? And by you being here on your way out the door, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and the word all to help ensure that you get notifications when I upload videos on YOUTUBE. Also, press those condiments, the like and the share. Share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your conversation. Yes. And if you're into traveling, if you're into history, if you're into gaining more knowledge of self, go over to my other channel, MOPOWERZ, all one word, no space, here on YOUTUBE, and go view those audiobook series. Yes, we have tons of them up there for you. Just go over there. All of the hard work is being or has been done for you. Only thing you need to do is have a moment of time and listen to what we have to say in regards to the black man of the Nile and his family, the destruction of black civilization. That is a cold piece. So if you haven't went over there to check that out, the audiobook series, The Destruction of Black Civilization, As a Man Thinketh, the demonology of King James. Yes, the demonology of King James. I know you all may have heard about it, or some may haven't heard about it. But if you haven't heard about it, or if you have and you just haven't found time, or you just haven't found time to review the information, read the book or whatever, we have the audiobook series for you on MOPOWERZ here on YOUTUBE. And speaking of these audiobook series, we have more coming up for you tomorrow. I am working on that today, so stay tuned. And I will be posting more videos today. That is a PROMISE. And if you're into Chicago anything, Chicago old school hip hop, Chicago old school rap, Chicago old school comedy like Diane Carter, Dion Cole, Reggie Reg, Quintella, Durrell Banks, yeah, Cherie, go over there to THEMOSHOW Classics, all one word, no space. That's THEMOSHOW Classics, all one word, no space, here on YOUTUBE. And check those joints out and subscribe, like, and share, okay? I got to get out of here. I got some running around to do, but I got some videos coming up for you all, so stay tuned. And by all means, stay warm if you're in the big windy, okay? Stay warm. I like the snow, so I'm outside, you all. I'm just saying. Peace out, you all. Thanks for viewing. I tip my hat to you. And by all means, as I always say, never ever give up on your DREAMS. Why? Because some dreams do come true. Thanks for viewing, you all. Peace out. Thanks for